Hi dreamers, how are you? Hi Sip and Thinkers. It's Sherry from Sherry's Sip and Think chat. I have a new desk and so I am trying to get myself comfortable with it and figure it out. My son helped put it together for me. We just have one little piece left to the desk to put together, and that's where the wireless keyboard goes. But hi Timmy, how are you? I thought I would come on because my mind has been thinking about the curveball. Now I know we're in baseball season, but for some reason I keep thinking about the curveball. So I'm like, well, what is a curveball? You know what I mean? Like, if we're talking about Sip and Think chat anyways, like, usually the pitcher throws a curveball to throw off the batter, so that they can strike them out. Hi, Lily. I did write down some notes in my notebook. The journey continues. And on the back it says, "The obstacle is the path" by Zen proverb. So I use this to write down some of my notes. Let's see here. So when I was thinking about the curveball, I have every now and then the pitcher throws a curveball, right? It's to throw the batter off and to strike them out, okay? So obviously the batter, when he gets up, he's expecting the ball to go directly over the plate, and like he knows he's been watching the pitcher pitch while he's on deck, and when he finally gets up, some batters might watch the first pitch go by, which usually the first pitch is a strike. Not positive, but I'm an ex-softball player, and usually I would take the first pitch every single time because I was also a catcher. And a catcher instructs the pitcher as to which throw to make down the plate. So I'm just a little background on that. You lost your third game today over a curveball. Oh my God. However, whenever I did hit the ball, I always did a line drive up the middle. And so I was thinking about the videos that I create and how to grab people's attention. And I thought to myself, what's weird is, like, in the beginning of a game, people are like right there, they're all into it, right? And then they're into the end of the game. During the middle of the game, I'm not saying that they're not into the whole game itself. What I'm saying is people remember the beginning and the end better than they do of what happens in the middle, And I'm the kind of person that, I could hit a line drive right on the third baseline, or I could hit a home run by hitting it to the right field, because not a lot of the balls will go to the right field, so they're not expecting it, right? Anyways, to get back to my point, which I have so many of them and I'm trying to get my thoughts together here, is that, yes, I would hit a line drive right up the middle, right? So that's like the middle of a video, if you think about it. Like, third base is towards your ending of the video, and obviously first base is like the first part of the video. So it's like first, second, third, Just go with my analogy here. I sit there and I try to figure out, okay, what's going to grab somebody's attention? Do I like get up to bat, get up to plate, be like, yeah, I'm going to like be the most fantastic batter in the box, so everybody's watching me, you know. And then the pitcher throws a curveball. So now I strike. I didn't strike out, but I strike. And now I'm like, ooh, all right. This pitcher's got a little bit more than what I thought she had. So let me take a step out of that box for a second. Point my toe towards the end of the home plate. Take my bat. Fit it right across the other side of the plate. Now, before I put both my feet into the box, because the pitcher can't pitch until both my feet are in the box, right? So I'm like, ooh. Step back into the box. Pitcher throws a regular ball. But I'm expecting the pitcher to throw another curveball. So again, I strike. So now I have 2 strikes on me. What do? Do I consult with my coach? Do I bunt the ball? How many players are on base? What is the score? What inning are we in? I mean, all of these are contributors to how I'm going to make my next move while up at bat. Now, being a catcher for so long and learning how to be the team captain on the field while other batters are up, and teaching the pitcher, you know, which ball to throw based on the batter. Now, usually you learn the batter after their first round, but sometimes you might not learn the batter of the other team until at least the 3rd or 4th round that they go around, you know? So as a catcher, you're looking at everything. You're looking at how they place their feet, how they hold their arms. You know, some batters like to get all the way up into the batter box. Some like to get all the way back. Some like to hit the high ball. Some like to hit the low ball. So depending on the batter, the catcher is telling the pitcher which ball to throw. Anyways, I'm off topic. No, I'm not. The curveball basically is like expecting the unexpected. So when I got up to bat and the pitcher threw a curveball, because they knew after my first round that Sherry was going to swing on the first pitch, they said, let me switch this ball up and how it goes over the plate. Let me throw her a curveball to throw her off. Because I can guarantee she wasn't expecting the unexpected. So I could have called it tonight, expect the unexpected, or I could have called it the curveball, but I went with the curveball. Because I'm kind of like getting myself together and myself organized while I am out of work, which is completely unexpected for me. I mean, it's been, this year itself we were thrown a curveball, and everything that has happened with my husband's cancer and his surgery and losing his voice box and all the paperwork that I've had to do and going out on FMLA, all of this was completely unexpected. So I felt like there was a curveball that was thrown at us at the beginning of the year. Now that I'm in the middle of the game, because the game's not over yet, I'm in the middle of the game. Now I'm at a point where, okay, he's had the surgery. We have 1 week left of radiation, which we've been doing 5 days a week for up to 6 weeks of radiation. That's what, part of his treatment. So next week will be the last week. Cross our fingers, okay? I don't want to expect the unexpected. But we have learned through this process that we have to expect the unexpected. I, at this point, can't sit there and say, I know exactly what's going to happen, because I don't. And I am a really, really good person with foresight. And this really shook me. It really, really shook me. So right now, the curveball has already been thrown. But right now, we are in the middle. We are doing a line shot up the middle. If I refer this to video making, most people want to see the exciting stuff and the negative stuff and the bad stuff in the beginning, because people love drama, or they want to see the end. When a lot of my meat is in the middle, like all of my line drives, and I sit there and I contemplate and I think, and I'm just like, wow, like, if I have information that helps somebody else, I wish they would just take the time and listen. Maybe it will help them. Maybe it won't. You can completely understand it. I hope you can. Like I said, I'm inside. I'm in my office. It's half my kids, half mine. I was really, really proud of myself today. I went through a couple of boxes and was getting rid of stuff. So that's what I've been kind of doing, is cleaning stuff out, getting myself organized for when I go back to work in a couple of weeks. I'm just wondering, is Sherry going to be able to handle that? Our life has changed. This curveball really threw us for a loop. It really did. We totally didn't expect it. And we have to continue to not expect anything. But on the same token, I want to expect the good. I want to feel like all this hard work that we're putting in wasn't for nothing. Some people win the game with cancer and some people don't. So you just have to play the game just like any other game. You got to go into it with your heart, and you got to go into it with the mindset of, we're going to win. But just knowing that if you don't win, you played a great game. You did the best you could with what you had. You know what I mean? That's just how I'm looking at it at the moment. I did. Hold on a second here. Yeah, because it says unexpected is is unforeseen. I mean, obviously, if you don't pay your bills and things get shut off, that was expected because you didn't take the action to pay your bills and your lights got shut off. So that is expected. Unexpected is when you had no idea it was going to happen and then it happened. Like last night, I expected to get my nails done, which I did. But I didn't expect to run into my girlfriend and my sister. That was completely unexpected. So it was a completely unexpected, eventful night. Let's see. What is this? All right. And then if you go to yourdictionary.com, it says, expect the unexpected definition is to not be surprised by an unusual event. Anything could happen and probably will. I don't like that. I don't like it. Because I believe in the law of attraction. So I believe that what we say, and it goes out into the universe and it comes back eventually to us. So if I say anything could happen and it probably will, is that negative? And will it come back to me in a negative way? Or can I look at the unexpected and something great happening? Can I look at it positively? So those are things that I'm kind of thinking about in my head. Anyways, that is the curveball that I have for tonight. Other than I have our affirmators, the drive, our love bombs, and our daily positive thoughts and affirmations. So I just want to kind of think about this for a second, though. Sometimes good things can happen when you least expect it. Like, have you ever gone out or scheduled a time to go out with somebody or with a bunch of people, and then you get all excited, and then the night that you're gonna go out, you all start arguing, or there's so much stuff going on that day, and then you're just like, whoa, totally didn't expect all of this, just kind of wanted to get out of work and go have a good time, and now my mood is changing because I didn't expect all this? Or is it that you get a call on a Friday night and your girlfriend's like, hey, I got 2 extra tickets. Do you want to go see Lionel Richie? Hell yeah! I got the time. And so you just leave work, you go change, you jump in the car, and you have the best night ever. You know what I mean? So expecting the unexpected can be good too. Is that a curveball? Is that a curveball? Or do we only think the curveball is negative? But you gotta think of it this way too. If you're a pitcher, you're trying to strike the batter out, right? And you throw a curveball, and that curveball worked, then that's a good thing for your team. So you gotta look at it that way too. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. There's always different ways to look at things. Never just one. Ooh, got my Affirmators. If you can see. It's so funny. When I am talking on this, I'm like, God, do I make sense? Or am I completely confusing people? It's I know what I want to say, but sometimes in my mind, it's I either want to say it so fast or so many other words pop up into my head. And then when I think about making videos, I feel sometimes I'm anxious and I want to just go and get it done instead of really relaxing myself and just enjoying myself to do it. And I think that when I'm more relaxed and I just enjoy it, it comes out so much better and easy. I don't know if I'm making any sense whatsoever. Any sense whatsoever. Shuffle, and then I'm gonna Let's see what we get. See what we get. Wonder if it's one we've never had before. Ha! We've had this one before. Trust. I trust that everything will be okay in the end. Partly because I simply know it in my gut, but also because it's way more fun to live with trust and confidence than to be a defensive wiener. I don't like being defensive. I come off defensive all the time. It takes so much energy out of me. But when you have like trust and confidence in yourself, it's like a breeze. You know what I mean? Wow. I trust that everything will be okay in the end. Partly because I simply know it in my gut, but also because it's way more fun to live with trust and confidence than to be a defensive wiener. That one's cute. Let's see if we can get another one. Aww. Love. Love is a many-splendored thing. Today I will notice and appreciate at least 3 of those splendors. Like the fact that puppies make me feel like a parent, or the surge of self-congratulation I feel when I sink a 3-point trash basket shot on the first try. Or how about the chills I get when singing along too? It says name of the song, You Know the One. So I have to reread that for you because I got like a lot of stuff. So I guess sing along to the song, You Know One. Love is as many splendored thing. Today I will notice and appreciate at least 3 of those splendors. So the first 3 splendors that popped into my head are my 3 children. Like the fact that puppies make me feel like a parent. They do. I have a dog. Or the surge of self-congratulation. I thought of my son who's graduating. Took a lot for him. We found out on Friday and we were so excited. He said, Mom, I feel like a weight has been lifted off my shoulder. So I was really, really proud of him. So again, I'm thinking like, it's like my kids, my dog. Or the surge of a self-congratulations I feel when I sink a 3-point trash basket shot on the first try. This is kind of reminding me of the analogy we were talking about in the beginning. Or how about the chills I get while singing along to name a song, You Know the One. So it's weird. Trust was talking about, I trust that everything will be okay in the end. And in the beginning of the video, we were talking about baseball and how most people will watch the end of a game. And it doesn't just have to be baseball. It could be basketball, like in love. Okay? But love is talking about getting that 3-point shot on the first try. And that reminds me of when I was talking about the first pitch and Sherry always swinging on the first pitch. That's how I correlate it. And then I look at the birds that are singing. I've been wanting to do karaoke so bad. And singing is so healing. And then when it says, or how about the chills, I think about let's chill that's on my wrist. I get while singing along to name of song, you know the one. I feel like this is talking about my family. I feel like this is talking about my kids, my dog, and my husband. I don't know why. It just, the 3 kids, the puppy, the let's chill. Huh. Back to trust. I trust that everything will be okay in the end, because it will. It will. Oh, sanctuary. Just says this. No picture. Good for you. It seems you've earned some time away from the chaos of life. It could be as small as a bubble bath or as big as a trip, or maybe it's a small trip to a big bubble bath, or a normal-sized trip to a tiny bubble bath, or maybe you tripped and fell in someone's bath. Whatever it is, it's waiting for you with open arms. Just pick your favorite sanctuary and unplug for a bit, especially if a bath is involved. So is this telling me that I need to go rent a room at Foxwoods and jump in the jacuzzi? What is it telling me? Sanctuary. Well, I look at my home as a sanctuary, and I was just thinking about it today and being like, Sherry, you're out of work at the moment. What can you do to make you feel more at peace and make your home more of your sanctuary? I have a bathtub, but it is not big enough. It's not the jacuzzi bathtub. Maybe I need to go to the spa. I gotta read that one again. It's kind of funny. Good for you, it says. It seems you've earned some time away from the chaos of life. Yes, isn't it odd? I'm out on FMLA. It was completely a curveball and unexpected. But yet, I would not be able to work and go through what I have gone through with my husband in the last couple of months. So I sit there and wonder, was my life so chaotic that this was God's way of saying, Sherry, I really need you to think about what it is you want to do. Like, do you want to stay in the batter box? Do you want to stay on first base? Do you want to steal to second? Your goal is to make it home around the bases without life being so chaotic. I think about that stuff a lot. Think about it a lot. Whatever it is, it's waiting for you with open arms. It's funny that it tells me to unplug for a little bit, because earlier tonight I was doing some online shopping browsing, And I was like, oh my God, I got to do my sip and think. I'm like, oh, but these shoes, like I was looking for a particular pair of shoes. I didn't buy them, but I was looking to see what I'd like to buy when I start working again. And I'm like, I could spend hours doing this. So I like stopped myself. But while I was online shopping, I didn't have my headphones on. Like I wasn't listening to any music. I was just kind of like doing my own thing and not worried about listening to the music in the background. I don't know if these have helped anybody else. Sometimes feel like it's talking directly to me and my situation. I mean, if it's talking to you, that's great. Maybe it'll help you in your situation. All right, so daily positive thoughts and affirmations. The weird thing about these affirmators is it's going to sit with me for a little bit, and I'm going to reread them multiple times. And then all of a sudden it's going to click to me. It's kind of like I can feel it clicking, but I don't know how to express it. All right. Daily positive thoughts and affirmations. Like, is it telling me to slow down? See, this is me. I want to dive deep into it. Not the bathtub. Maybe you tripped and fell in someone's bath. That sounds more like me. Bubble bath, huh? Oh. All right. Daily positive thoughts and affirmations. 3 popped out. I am joyful. I am healthy. I am blessed. Life is good. No, that's it. Overall, yeah. I'm not completely healthy. I just went to have an annual physical. Like I said, I've been gaining weight, which I need to lose weight, because with gaining weight, especially at my height, it's no bueno. I'm like pre-diabetic, I am obese. But here's the thing. When my husband was diagnosed, and he said, this is the path that was given to me, I said, you're not going to go through this alone. And I meant it. And the great part about my husband is he is my friend. So even if you're one of my girlfriends, and I said, you're not going to go through this alone, I meant that. So, I just also feel that if he wasn't able to eat, then it would be rude of me to eat in front of him. So when he was in the hospital and he had the feeding tube, I did not eat in front of him. My sister-in-law and I would wait till we got back to the hotel room. We'd eat breakfast in the morning before we went to the hospital, and then we'd go down to the cafeteria, and then during lunch, and then we would go, we'd get dinner after we left the hospital. But we did not want to eat he could eat in front of us if the doctors needed to see him eat, but we didn't want to be rude to him. I wouldn't want to do that to anyone. Like, I can't imagine myself being there, being hungry and wanting to eat food, and then like these people are eating food in front of me. Like I don't know, that's just me. I mean, by all means, you do whatever you need to do. So when my husband was able to start eating again, we were doing the shakes, the protein shakes. So in the morning, I will make a protein shake for him and a protein shake for me. I double it up for him because he is 6'1", about 210 pounds. His weight's been fluctuating anywhere between 195 and 219. When it dropped down to 204 last week, they were concerned because as we get further into radiation, there's a muscle in his throat that tightens, right? And so it's harder for him to swallow. But they need him to eat and they need him to swallow to keep those muscles going. And so the shakes keep the protein in. He told the doctor, he said, I'll eat more. So he forces himself to eat. Now, right now, he can't taste anything either, which really sucks. Like, if you can't taste something that you know would taste good, it's easier to eat, but it's just very dry, no taste, and hard to swallow. Now, if we can get through next week, I'm not sure how long it takes for the taste to come back, and I'm not sure how long it takes for the muscles to start relaxing. But they continue to monitor his weight, and so we eat ice cream, we have shakes. He's still eating like egg sandwiches, so I'll make him 2 and I'll have 1. So even with us eating food, he'll lose weight and I'll gain weight. So I'm like, he thought that when he lost 10 pounds, he was like, oh, you must have lost 10 pounds too. No, babe, no, it doesn't work that way for me. Maybe because I'm a female, I don't know. But, you know, it's something to kind of like, for him and I to kind of like do together, you know. Like I said, I told him you're not going to do it alone. And I meant that. And it's not just because he's my husband. If it was one of my children, you're not going to do this alone. You know? I am grateful for another day to make a contribution to this world. So I hope I'm making contributions to this world. Because I am grateful for another day to make contributions to this world. That is very true. I am kind and compassionate. I choose generously. I choose to generously share my love and joy with others today, like I'm doing right now. So if I'm not being defensive, right? If I'm not being a defensive wiener, I'm able to be kind and compassionate and show my love. And share my love and joy with others. Those are our daily positive thought affirmations. Wow. Isn't that kind of weird? I just noticed this. I talked about first base, second base, and third base, right? Then I had 3 Affirmators come out. And when I talked about love, it talked about me noticing and appreciating at least 3 of those splendors. When I did our daily positive thoughts and affirmations, I came out with 3 cards. I choose to generously share my love and joy with others today. Love is a many-splendored thing. Three-point trash basket shot on the first try. Life is good. Sanctuary. Good for you. Just pick your favorite sanctuary and unplug for a bit. Whatever it is, it's waiting for you with open arms. All right, drive. Inspirational quote cards. See, sipping and thinking is not moving so fast, right? Some days. I want to think of the song. It says I know. What was the song that I was singing before I got on this? I don't even know. These are like so big. They're so big. No one ever injured their eyesight by looking on the bright side. There is a crack in everything. That's how the light gets in. I like that. That's cute. No one ever injured their eyesight by looking on the bright side. There's a crack in everything. That's how the light gets in. Obstacles are opportunities in disguise. So if no one was ever injured their eyesight by looking on the bright side, so if you're in a dark place, there's a crack in everything, that's what I'm thinking. And that's how the light gets in, right? If I can piece this together, hold on. Bear with me. So, the obstacles are opportunities in disguise, right? So if we're in the dark, it can't be completely dark because there's always a crack in everything. And that's how the light gets in. So that obstacle, that crack, is the opportunity in disguise. It's the light getting in. And you won't be injured by it because you'll be on the bright side. That's what I got from that. Trust. Doesn't that look like an obstacle? I've got all these cards out and I'm trying to piece them together. Sorry I'm taking so long. I'm just really thinking here. I wish you could see what I see. When you look on the bright side, you have, I am grateful for another day to make a contribution to this world. I'm grateful for another day. I woke up. I'm grateful for another day. No one ever injured their eyesight. We talked about the curveball as unforeseen. You don't see it coming. If you don't see it coming, that's your eyesight. So regardless of the obstacle or the unforeseen, regardless of the obstacle and the unforeseen curveball, it's an opportunity in disguise. So instead of being negative about the unexpected, we have to look on the bright side to see the positive. Because even when it's negative and it's unforeseen, there's always going to be a crack where the light's able to come in. So if I hit the ball line drive up the middle, that's the light coming in. That's the light coming in. And when the light comes in, I can see it. I can see it. and then I can make another contribution to this world by trusting in myself and having confidence in myself. To notice and appreciate 3 things, even if it's on the first try. And then sharing it with others. So whatever it is, whatever that is, it's waiting for you with open arms. Because life is good. That's how I'm reading that one tonight. I don't know. I have to rewatch this to be like, did I make any sense? I was just going with what it was coming to me. All right, my love bombs, because we're going to share love. We're going to share love. Remember, I have 2 sides to these love bombs too. So, ooh, all right, we're going to take those. Okay. First love bomb is, you're a great role model. Second one, your support really means a lot to me. Thank you. And then, so we got 2 from one side, and then let me shuffle the other side and see how many I get from that one. Just trying to spread some love and joy. Okay, this one has nothing. So I'll grab another one. It does mean something, but I'm going to grab another one. I admire your willingness to help others. So your love bombs for tonight, just to recap. Is, you're a great role model. Your support really means a lot to me. Thank you. And I admire your willingness to help others. Now, we did pull out a blank one, but you know what? This blank love bomb, it's for you. Write whatever comes to mind about your love, because we're spreading love today. So that one's for you. So I thank you all for joining tonight. I hope you liked the curveball, and I hope it was very interesting for you. Take care, and we'll see you later. Thank you, everybody.